Oh, hello everyone, good morning. Well, it's the morning for me. It's about 8 a.m. Every couple days, I kind of go through all my plants in my own time. I don't film it, and I see what's up. I see all the new growth. So I thought I would film it. I normally don't film this process just because that is my time with my plants without talking to y'all. But this is kind of my life right now. For some reason, September, October, my plants have been the most happy. I would say. It is outstanding. So anyhow, I think we had more sunny days September, October, and the sun made this room really warm, which is very uncharacteristic to previous years. Because of that, I've had to just do so much stuff, mainly keeping on top of the waterings. And I don't know, this is, I guess, gonna be kind of a relaxing video. I mean, listen, I always say something's gonna be relaxing and it's not relaxing, it's more chaotic. And so, yeah. Maybe I'll show you some plants that I haven't shown you in a while. And we're kind of at the stage in the fall where it's getting dark. There are less hours of light. And so, girl, I have to, this grow light, I mean, not this grow light, this ring light, I have to have it on. And I'm not used to having this ring light on. Right, it's 8 a.m. right now. But I have to, because if I turn it off, girl, no ma'am. It's just too dark, so. Anyhow, whoa. I already see an issue where I have to look at my Philodendron Luxurians. I'm just putting on my gloves with grip, because, you know? Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, wait, I need to talk about, oh, it looks so good. Anthurium Crystallinum crossed with Magnificum. Look at this beauty. I love how fat she is, so pretty. And yeah, this is the one I got from North Shore Tropical. She is sizing up a bunch of Hoya props, but I want to get to my Philodendron Luxurians because look at this. That is the new leaf right there. And it's weird because 2 days ago, she wasn't even close to, unfurling, and now she's touching the grow light, which is bad. It's bad for philodendrons specifically, but for the Luxurians, it's real bad. I find they don't need a ton of light, and the leaves were facing away from the grow light, but this new leaf just wants to dive face first. Oh, are you kidding? I mean, this is just so gorgeous. It looks like a ruby. Okay, I'm gonna have to move a lot of these plants out of the way. Okay, while I'm moving all these props, I can't believe Halloween is in a few days. I do like the season, but I never commit to doing something. Growing up, Halloween was my favorite. Obviously, it's shifted to Christmas now. But yeah, I hope everyone has a spooky ooky day. And okay. Oh my gosh. What am I grabbing? Oh my gosh. Look at this new leaf. I'm really hoping it's the same size as the previous. This isn't the newest one. It's this one. Oh my gosh, I'm spilling water. Look at, oh. You can see that she's yellowing on the edges a little bit, but I usually see this with this plant when I either water her too much, so I overwhelm her. There have been a lot of roots in the reservoir, and I have been keeping the moss pool really wet recently. I mean, clearly I filled up this cup and she didn't go into She'd even go into the moss pool. I have to put more holes in that. I don't know. I'm really excited because there's a ton of rootage in the moss pool, and I'll show you. So down here, there's a little bit, and then newer roots right there. Oh my god. Okay, this is one plant. Obviously, I'm gonna get back to the Luxurians, but there's another plant that lives behind this Luxurians that's whoops, I totally forgot about it. So we'll talk about that one in a bit, but I'm very excited. Who's excited? I don't want to touch it. I feel like you need to put the Luxurians in a place where there's a lot of airflow. It's just my experience. And yeah, I love this plant. I love this plant so much. I might have to find a new home if she keeps, I'll put this off to the side for a bit. And then I'll assess later. Okay, this is the one. Oh, sorry girl. Ooh, sorry girl. Are you okay though? Ooh. Okay. Wow, forgotten. So weird, the leaves look so different. Scindapsus Silver Hero. So I remember when this leaf came out, she's pushed out these two leaves and then there's a new one. I think this one looks this way because honestly, reservoir's dry. Let me look. Oh girl. Ooh. Ooh. Here's the thing. I think I changed my mind when it comes to like having a moss pole on the Scindapsus. So pretty though. Like so pretty. Maybe I'll chop it. Maybe I'll chop it today. Okay, now I'm debating. Should I just shift all the Oreo props off to the side? I'm not showing them because again, right now it's just an exclusive for my patrons. So y'all will see them soon. Maybe sometime in the winter. Maybe I'll go into the living room after. I do want to bring a few more plants out. Oh, not this one. Oh my God, you can go on the floor. You know when you've never gotten one of your Hoyas to bloom and then all of a sudden, and I mean this is a newer edition, look at this. This is my Hoya Hellwigiana. I'm really hoping. I don't remember what the flowers look like. I'm not gonna look it up because I wanna be surprised, but man oh man. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Ooh, and the leaves. Okay, I'm not gonna touch her too much. I just need to look back here. And oh my God, my Caudata Sumatra also. Oh my God, this Latifolia. This plant shocked me when I showed y'all in my Hoya collection video. See guys, this is why I don't film this, because it's just gasps. It's a lot of girls. It's a lot of, it's a lot of sounds. So I'm sorry. Oh my God, there's so many. See, it's happening. This is why I take the plants out and then I just do something or do things with it. Oh, it's happening. Wow. Caudata Sumatra, guys. If this blooms at multiple places, I think I might like faint. Hoya Caudata Sumatra. There are so many. There's so many places where she's about to look. Also, look at how funky and pointy. So one. I mean, there's two there. 2, 3. I don't know if y'all can see that. There's like small ones. I'm pretty sure this one's new. I don't think I've shown you this leaf. This is brand new. I can tell because it's shinier, and then the speckle. I think I would remember the splash on this Snow Queen. Ooh, right on time for winter. I mean, it's not winter yet. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get so much hate for like saying it's winter. Wow, okay, this is a good specimen. I mean, there's a bunch of plants in here. I think there's like 3. Oh my God, and even look, oh my gosh, I never see them. They're so cute on the floor. Oh, I forgot this one was gonna be, oh, the other one died. Okay, Crassipetiolata, this is the closest. Remember when I knocked it over and there was sap? Only 4 of them so far. Okay, Crassipetiolata, splash, okay. Look at, ooh, there we go. Ooh, now I feel like I'm just showing you all my plants. Any tendrils, you know, that I can see, I kind of tie them down just so they don't latch on like the last time. Wow, I never realized that the Wilbur Grays, when you give it a ton of light, it kind of has purple tones. So y'all know Wilbur Grays, but look at these top leaves were under grow light. There's like purple. I don't think I've like looked. Yeah, they're kind of purple. I don't know, compared to the ones down here. Okay, I don't think I need to do anything else. See, what is happening? I changed my nutrient solution a week ago. Yep, it was a week ago. This reservoir is dry. This is my good and gadding. See, this is why I kind of do this like every 2 days, because I also like feel the pots. Wow, I think it's just thirsty. I mean, also because like the roots have gone to the reservoir. Like, look at that. It's just shocking because it's still just one plant. It just has a big root system. Okay, so I'll leave this open for now. There are some Anthuriums that have kind of been MIA. Let's put this Hellwigiana back. Forgetii, I had to like, I changed where my Anthurium Forgetii lives because I felt like I had to give it more light. There's a new leaf. She's cracked though a little bit. Forgetii. Ooh, beautiful. So here's a new leaf. I don't know what happened at the top here. It's cracked a little bit, but she's here. Oh my gosh. I like blocked the path. What am I thinking? I'm usually flushing my velvet leaf Anthuriums. I know Forgetii, it's like, it'll be fine. But y'all, I need this one to look the best. And so I think I might just flush this one. Okay, let's move to the living room. I really just blocked my path. Look at this, okay. Let's do a big lunge. Forgetii above. Yes, I'm wearing shorts, I know. I think if we're looking at like plant families, I'm like the most proud of my Hoya collection. Just experimenting through the years, specifically with like the amount of light and seeing how well they do. Just outstanding. I'm so happy. This is plain tap water. I think I fed a lot of these a week ago. I think I've said before, on average, I feed all my plants once a month with a diluted nutrient solution if they're in pond or an aerated mix. If they're in LECA. During the summer, I was changing the nutrient solution every 2 to 3 weeks. I might lengthen it to every 3 to 4, depending. But yeah, just plain tap water. And is there a reason why I do this? They're still growing. And I think if you give them a lot of light, you have to keep feeding them because they gotta protect themselves. I think that was too much water, hold on. Oh my God, okay. I'm gonna have to go to the sink and dump some water for my Hoya serpens. This one I'm so proud of. Okay, maybe we should concentrate a little bit. But do y'all have those plants that you're just so happy and kind of like proud of yourselves? I know I said this in my favorites video with the Queen Anthurium. Like I'm so proud and happy that, you know, I'm looking at her because I could only see her through the shelves here. So happy. I don't know. I absolutely hate growing plants in high humidity. Like it's something I don't like. And what I mean by that, like I don't like having a cabinet, I don't like having a grow tent, I don't like any of that stuff. And there's nothing wrong with it. Obviously plants grow in nature in high humidity, but it's just not how I like growing plants. Okay, I don't want to go out here because, oh, the lighting's better. See, this is why during these days, I've been filming a lot of videos here because, I mean, look, I gathered all the plants, the Luxurians behind me. I'm just gonna water them, and I guess we'll talk. So going back to the gadding, because I know I'm gonna get questions about how much I fill the reservoir. I really fill it, just hitting the roots. I don't go past the black if there are already roots present. I don't want to drown the roots. They're still sitting in the water, but just know the amount of roots that's there. If I'm giving it a lot of light, the roots will utilize more water, because at this point, you don't want them to dry out completely. And I just need to put enough that she'll be like, okay. Okay, who's next? Serpents? What did I? Oh yeah, I filled it too much. It's like a reef. It's like a reef. I love it. It kind of looks like a beard. Okay. Too early for Christmas. Ooh yeah, I filled it too much. Wow, the roots have grown. I don't know if I've noticed. The roots are here. I don't think I remember the last time she's had roots go into the reservoir. And so because I'm not like necessarily familiar with how the serpent's roots will do while they sit in the reservoir, I'm just kind of tugging. I feel like they might not like sitting in the reservoir for too long. It's weird because when I tug the roots and I'm pulling them off, they're not squishy. They're firm, they're hydrated. I'm wondering if the serpent's roots are just fragile and I'm just ripping them off. I'm never like scared to do this. I don't know if y'all can see that, but like those are healthy. Are they just fragile? I don't even know. Good thing I'm dumping a lot of the reservoir. Obviously do like the multiple checks and like the foliage looks just stunning. Like there's nothing wrong so far. I'm gonna put her back. Oh, the clouds are going away. There's some sky that I can see. It's nice and blue. Beautiful day in Toronto. Okay, let's move on to Forgetii. So pretty. It's interesting because I'm finding that the stem is really like growing really quickly vertically, and I'm like, is this a situation where I'm gonna put a moss pole? Or should I just propagate it? I don't want to, you're my baby. That's my baby. I might just flush for now. Y'all, more than anything, I want this Forgetii to get so big. I want to get huge. It's weird. It's been a year and a little bit since I got this plant. Lauren from Nurture Tropical, she sent me a few plants. This one's probably like one of my faves, along with this Crystallinum Magnificum here. The veins are everything. The other Forgetii, I don't think I've mentioned, I got rid of her, unfortunately. You know, when you're downsizing, you just kind of have to look at multiples, and they work quite different, but I'll know my attachment with this one. This one, I think, is so cute. Let's look at her again without, oh, I forgot that she's still draining. Okay, calm down. Okay, while that's, this is gonna take a while. So while that's doing a thing, I'm just gonna chop. She's pretty though, everyone. Look at her. I'm gonna chop her. And we're not gonna think a lot about it. I'm gonna take single mode cuttings. I'm not keeping the top part. It's so young that they usually just die and suck a lot of energy. And so we're just here. So we're gonna keep that as is. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might prefer trailing. So I might take the moss. I love how easily this is coming out. That's how dry it is. Oh my god. Okay, there's roots. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's take away the moss pole. Let's take the pond out. Let's put the cuttings in. Is that what I want to do? And I'm gonna have to blast these for a little bit with light. God, remember, I think it was in the beginning of the year, I was like, I need to get more Scindapsus. I only have one. I only have one now. That's hilarious. Okay, I'm just putting on gloves because my eczema, this has always happened when I'm like, okay, I think my hands are okay. My eczema on my hands. It's so itchy. Look at this. This root system is so big. So a lot of these are rooted in the moss pole. I'm gonna just kind of push the rest of the plant like this, just like that. Then we're gonna pop the cuttings. Ugh. See, I'm always conflicted when I do this with, like, I guess specifically Hoyas, because I just usually like keeping the reservoir so wet with cuttings without any roots that I don't like putting the mother if it has roots already. So I'm just gonna have to like blast it. It looks so pretty on camera. Oh my god, you look so cute. Okay, putting the pond back. Oh, I think I got a question recently from Simone. I'm filming this on the Tuesday last week. I don't know what day it is, the 24th today, but I got a question from Monday's video asking about pond and repotting. Okay, Simone asks, when you repot from pond to pond in a bigger pot, do you use dry or wet pond? And do you add the nutrient solution at the bottom at this moment or wait a couple weeks before you do that? You know, I don't overthink this process. The pond that I have, once I open my Lechuza pond, I put it into this container and I cover it. So with that, you kind of keep the moisture in. It's not wet, like soaking wet, but it's not dry also. I wouldn't want to call this moist. So my pond is never really dry. I don't think it'd be an issue. You just have to water over top to introduce that moisture onto the pond. And do I add nutrient solution to the bottom? It depends. If it's a young plant, and I've learned the hard way, it kind of matters what stage the plant is. So if it's a really like baby juvenile plant, I don't like fertilizing once I repot into a bigger pot. You kind of need to look first of all at the roots, and because you're repotting, you're seeing that firsthand, so there's no guessing. So if it does have a big robust root system and it's a more mature plant, then I do a dilute, like really dilute, like third diluted, 1 part nutrient solution, 2 part water. But I mean, there's moments I don't have nutrient solution. So in situations like that, I don't. Again, pond has slow release fertilizer. It's hard to kind of gauge like how fast it's depleted, and accounting for how much of those nutrients in the slow release fertilizer is also captured in like the zeolite, because they hold on to that as well, and how much the roots are actually taking. If it's a very young plant, if it's a propagation, I do not feed it. I just use plain water. Okay, I'm just saying the Forgetii back. But good question. That was a good question. Lauren asks also, and I got 6 likes, so I'm like, okay, I guess I have to do a video about this. I know you're not the expert on beneficial mites, but I would love for a whole individual video on beneficials from you. What to use from what, beginner guides for intermediate release versus slow release, using on soil versus semi-hydro, all the goods. So let me know if y'all want to see that. I can only really speak for, based on my experience, thrips and spider mites. I have never once, like as far as I know, have had broad mites. I still treat kind of empirically for it. Just because those ones are hard and like, I think you can use cucumeris, the bug I was talking about before, and Californicus also. I just treat empirically for that. I really could only speak based on my experience. I mean, I guess I could look at the research and kind of look at the classes of beneficials and, you know, if y'all want that, if y'all want my experience along with what's said in like the research with these beneficials, let me know. I think I'm finally like ready to do that. Because here's the thing, everyone has their opinion. Everyone has their opinion about, you know, growing plants and treating plants. What's that? Oh my God, some of the roots stuck to the cupboard. It looked like a spider. Oh my God. And there's a reason why I don't put out a lot of care guides, because things are just specific to your environment, first of all. I don't think people realize, but like your habits heavily influence. My dishwasher is done. Your habits as a plant parent really influences, you know, how your plants grow. And if we're talking specifically about pests, like there's a reason why I keep all my plants close together and touching. Just because when you do that and you have a lot of plants, you boost up the humidity. When you boost up the humidity, you allow pockets where beneficials will actually be happy, because like a lot of beneficial mites and bugs do not like low humidity. Anyhow, I guess I'm like hearing myself and I'm like, I guess I can make a video about this. Okay, I'll save it for the video. But let me know if you want that. I'm gonna put the Scindapsus back. Okay, I need to show y'all, because the plant that lives next to the Forgetii is my other Anthurium Crystallinum crossed with Magnificum. So there's two plants in there. I kept one plant intact. I took a top cutting from one. I planned to propagate it, but when I moved everything, I was like, I got no room for this big leaf. So I got rid of her, and I really haven't looked at this plant except for this one leaf. And then I was like, there's so many new leaves that are just getting too much light right now because I didn't notice. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, this plant is so chaotic. So, this is my other. Wow, she kind of looks good on camera. Okay, Magnificum, oh my God, there's enough flow. Crystallinum crossed with Magnificum. This is the one that I've had for years. So one of the plants, which is this one, I kept. I saw this new leaf coming. You can actually see the grow light is here. And you could see that this chunk is kind of, is it just me? Am I just telling myself that? I don't know. Anyhow, she's starting to harden off, which is great. I see an inflow. I don't know. Maybe I'll let it grow just because there's two plants in here. The butt cut is doing a thing. It's just wild. Okay. And okay, I only saw this now. So there's one leaf here, and these are all coming from different nodes. So this leaf down here, again, totally different offshoot. And then there's one at the back. Oh yeah, and then there was this weird offshoot from this big one over here, which is this one. You see? This is, I love how it's like, okay, I gotta cut you down because I gotta manage, like, I gotta manage how outrageously big it is. And now she's literally giving me so many leaves. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, I guess like what else was I thinking was gonna happen after like cutting the plant? Like obviously she's gonna push out growth. But like honestly, I've ignored it so much. I really have. So yeah, I guess she's doing her thing. I'm actually shocked at how many leaves are here. Guess we'll keep you this way. I want to flush this one because like it is one that I don't flush as often. And like you can tell that she doesn't necessarily mind. She's generally doing okay. But I did want to show you, because these are both Crystallinum Magnificum hybrids. Look at how different in the veining. It's just, hybrids are so fascinating. But y'all, okay, so I did cut a leaf off of this Crystal Mag. I'm gonna do a flush, and then I might cut a deli container, like one of these, like in half, and split it through just to make a small collar, just because these stems aren't like that big, you know, if you like compare the Werquianum or the Regale, like they're not as thick. So I think this will do. I just think there's so much lost opportunity with all these aerial roots here, and I really want this root system to be really big. And so I think I'm gonna do that. So I just need to take the stopper out. I'm just cutting in half, and I'll probably just tape it back. Do I have tape? We'll see. So I just kind of cut the bottom part of this. I'm only going to use this part just to wrap around. Let's do one more flush, actually. Hey guys, I've already like thought about what I want the Christmas tree to look like. I know it's still October, I'm sorry. But you know, I gotta like plan. Like I really have to plan these things. I kind of go back and forth between like more of a cream, gold, white vibe, rose goldish, and like a red tree, red and white. And so I want to try something new. It's gonna be more of the traditional red, green, gold, I would say. And I've kind of just been planning. This sounds so dumb. I'm just trying to organize like what I need to get because I am gonna film it and probably post it towards end of November, beginning of December for Vlogmas, who knows. Whoever seen New England's through with you. Oh, and Boston finds better things to do. You know it's much too late. Okay, so we're taking the collar that we cut out and we're just kind of, oh gosh. And we're gonna have to cut this again. She's gonna look so funny, I already know. And it's tough because like these, oh! This looks so funny. This is like the Queen Anthurium. Oh my god, it looks so funny. I'm still gonna commit and we're gonna do it. Okay, we're using Scotch tape. Ooh. Oops. You know, I thought about this the other day because I always feel like my plants don't look aesthetically, like the planters and the setup, like it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. I don't know, like, listen, the plants look fantastic. I'm not saying the plants don't look good. I'm saying like the aesthetics. And really, it's like, and I don't care because ultimately you just need to make sure the plant's happy. I don't know why I'm bent over this way. So no matter how hideous something looks, if it's helping the plant grow and if it's like part of, you know, the plan to make your plants happy, then let it look hideous. And just adding some pon. Voila. Yeah, so I'm just gonna run water, like a little bit of water, just so it's a little wet here, just because our goal for this top part is for it to root, and I think that's okay. Okay, I think because I have this moss pole, I kind of want to take one of these strawberry shakes, or a couple that are in perlite or moss, and pot it. I don't want to do the moss ones, let's do the perlite ones. Oh my gosh, look at this pink leaf. But like, this one's cute. Should I do this one? This one is pretty balanced. How come they're all, this literally is identical. Pink, a little green thing at the bottom. This one, pink, with a, why are they twins? Why are you twins? Should I put those two together? Oh, this one's cute too. All the ones in perlite are so cute, I think. Obviously, they're still pretty juvenile, but like, that's cute. See, this one I was waiting. I'm gonna have to wait a little bit longer because I still don't know. It's okay, we won't put this one. Okay, I don't think I explained what I was doing. I kind of failed previously. They're growing fine, but I kind of failed when it comes to putting strawberries on a moss pole. And so I kind of want to start when they're pretty juvenile. See, this one's balanced. Even the new leaf, you can see she is mostly variegated, but still balanced. I'm trying to find balanced ones, it's hard because they might turn on you and change. Moss ones are okay. Okay, everyone, this is not plant related. I'm just setting up the self-watering planter where I'm gonna put the strawberry shakes in pon. I was in the grocery store and I saw this, Dunkaroos. Okay, I was like, I have to try it because I haven't tried it since I was like, I don't know, 8. That, like, as far as I recall, Dunkaroos was like the first treat, like in the grocery store where you kind of bug your parents to buy, like, oh my gosh. But here's the thing, I opened it up, it's just the round discs of the D, and there's no like, they were kangaroos, right? I don't know what they changed to the formula. I think they taste different. I still like them. The cookies are pretty pale though, as far as I can tell. I don't know if it's a Mandela effect. You know when you like think something was the way it was when you were little and then you realize it wasn't after all these years? Anyways, I don't care. I'm using the same moss pole as the Scindapsus. And I know this is gonna take so much room. I'm almost thinking, should I make it thinner? Whatever, we'll keep it this way. I just ripped off a bunch of roots, okay. But roots look good. Like, look at that big fat one, and there's a bunch of branches. I think I might do 3. So interesting. I find like the roots are more fine. They're still good though. Like, I am feeling it and pulling them to see they're okay. Okay, this one, long overdue, I think. You have that big algae root here and then a bunch of red branches. So fantastic. Okay. Kind of want to put this one in the middle. Sorry, I wasn't talking that whole time because I really need to make sure that the stems are kind of against the moss pole. And, you know, I just kind of secured it with one piece of plant tape. Okay, I like that. Look at this. I'm really hoping that the variegation stays this way, like nice and balanced. And I'm just using water. I did put brand new ponds, so there is some slow release fertilizer. These are like pretty young plants, so I probably won't feed it for like a bit, maybe a month. And it's tough because these leaves were right under grow light. I mean, you could see how pink they are. Right under grow light. I'm gonna have to, you know, cross my fingers. Now that she has a moss pole, the grow light's probably gonna be up here. So fingers crossed she does okay. Ooh. Okay. I'm just bringing my McDowell out, the one on the moss pole. Boom, she's Gorgina. It's great. I'm so happy with this. There's a new leaf coming. Ooh. So usually when I see this happen, that's kind of when like the new set of aerial roots grows. It's like super fresh. So I just want to see how it was rooting, and she's rooting great. Look, right over there. That is brand new. And so that is very exciting. I got a question like asking what kind of tips I have when it comes to growing a McDowell up a moss pole. Here's the thing. This is brand new territory for me. Obviously I have my Luxurians on a moss pole as well. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Oh my god, is this the thumbnail? I think that's a thumbnail. Because I started these from propagations, I had to wait to see which way the stem was growing. I put some sap on my lip. I don't know if I like it. Because when they are juvenile, you can't really tell like which way they're going. It looks so good. And just keeping an eye on the direction it's growing, because when it gets big, you're not going to be able to control it. Similar to what this one is doing. Do you see? Oh my god. Let me be careful. Do you see how she's going this way up the moss pole? And I can't move it anymore because she's rooted. Like, she's rooted a lot. Look. Right over there. Look at this long root. Are you kidding? There's a couple there. So I can't move her. If she does move off of the moss pole, I'm just hoping she doesn't. I think I can still push it a little bit, but it's gonna be tough. So we'll see what happens. And can I just say, it's been such a long time since, I know I talked about this during my philodendron video, but it's been a while since this has looked like foliage wise, like super healthy. And because I moved it away from the window, like the foliage is much darker. So that is just wonderful. Oh my god, look at you. Wow. Oh my god. The moss pole is not dry, but I think the reservoir is a little dry. So why don't we water the moss pole? I'm just using the method I use with these cups. I just cut holes at the bottom. Because they have this edge here, they sit nice with these large moss poles that I got from Nursery Tropicals. Just like that. Can you even see? Yep, okay. Okay, I might fill up the water again. Exciting news about my dying Anthurium Moodeanum, the propagation from a week ago. The one that I found that was outside of the pot or the cup of pond. And basically, I put it in water and I was like, this is the best thing you can do, because you, first of all, need to rehydrate the plant, and then you need new roots. This wasn't here. Do you see this? That is brand new. Remember, this was only a week. This is a week's worth of growth. Should I plant it now or should I wait a little bit? I think I'm gonna plant it now. That is so exciting, everyone. Water to pond. I always like to keep the substrate wet. Kind of just need to slowly adjust the root system. And I'm gonna try to put this deep in the planter, just because I know that these, well, this specific Moodeanum has big internodes. And so as it grows, I can just add more pond and not worry about a collar or moss pole. Can you stay? Oh my God, I'm gonna have to hold it. Okay, trying to be careful because obviously the roots haven't grown. This is her. So where I kept her was right under a grow light. The leaf was, this is an old burn, but she was right under the grow light, probably getting 3,000 foot candles. Just for the rehab purposes, Anthuriums don't need a lot of light. However, the Moodeanum, based on my experience, if you give it more light than the average Anthurium, it shows more red. It stays that dark maroon color longer. And so I usually keep my Moodeanums in higher light. I want to say 1,000 foot candles maybe. Still a young baby, so I mean, you're not necessarily going to see those red dark leaves anytime soon, but just because she needs to build that root system in the pond, I'm going to blast it with light. Okay, looking at the Mcdowell, everything looks good. Moss pole's nice and wet. Looking at the indicator, I want to fill it at least halfway to maximum, and so I'm just gonna water with plain water over top. Okay guys, I guess that's it. Do I have any updates? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do Vlogmas, and I am preparing. There's gonna be a lot of propagation videos, I know that for sure. I'm not really watching anything currently. I'm trying to think. Star Trek Lower Decks, fantastic. I'm really feeling good, guys. I know I haven't really talked about myself a lot and like how I've been feeling recently, and I've been feeling good. I really have. I think I just kind of had to shift my mindset to like not continue to be hard on myself, and that is like my biggest fault, I would say, but it's also an advantage, I think. Sometimes it could be like so debilitating, and it's something my boyfriend keeps telling me all the time, like, you're so hard on yourself. I just had expectations that are so high for me, and when I don't achieve it, I just like kind of crumble, and I'm not doing that anymore. Like, I think I stopped doing that in the summertime. And I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but that's kind of when the videos start to come out a lot. And you know, that's kind of when I introduced like Wax Plant Wednesday, and I felt more happy with the content that I was putting out. And yeah, I'm at a good place. I don't know if it's because it's the fall, and the fall is one of my favorite seasons. Christmas is coming up, but I wouldn't be here without y'all. And I'm so just shocked still that people are still watching me, and just after all these years, I am so grateful. So grateful. The past few months I've just been thankful for a lot of things, like thankful for the following I have, thankful that people are still watching me here, thankful that like right now I think my plants are just, they're going off. They're going off. I'm doing a really good job at keeping on top of my schedule when it comes to content posting, but also setting aside allocated days, yes, days where I'm off. It's funny, my work days are usually the weekend until like Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, half of Saturdays, they're like my days off. But it's funny because my work week usually starts on Saturday. but yeah. Again, I have a Patreon, so I want to thank everyone in my LECA drop and my strawberry shake tier, but a very special thanks to those in my Burley Marks Flame tier: Ryan Jones, Marnie McCallum, Gerda, Janice Upton, Francesco, Margot T, Remy Pabila, Lisa Mata, Shayna Nelson, Crystal, Casey Gross, Daniel Wilcox, Sam Pennypacker, Blaine B, Carlos Holling, Gina Alexandra, Corlin Walters, Dor McCroy, Rosie Ramos, Kendra Prum, Stephanie McInnes, Danny Alley, Alicia D, Courtney Evans, Simone, Kiki in the Garden, Artie, North Loop, and Sammy Vertanen. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the very end, thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!